So, yep, Anthony Joshua knocked out Pulev on the inside. I think he hit him with an uppercut or something like that. That fuck uppercut, whatever. He's knocked him out, right? As predicted. I told you he was going to get him late, somewhere around 7, 8, ninth. He got him in the 10th. As predicted. As predicted. Floyd Mayweather was there too. Anthony Joshua acknowledging Floyd. Floyd Mayweather's been backing Anthony Joshua for a while, it seems. And it's probably the guy responsible for Anthony Joshua outboxing Andy Ruiz. I actually watched the fight in Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua. He would not let Andy Ruiz settle and plant. You know, you could tell there was some sweet science going on there. I mean, he really boxed. He outboxed Anthony Joshua beautifully. And if Floyd is in Anthony Joshua's corner, man, it's over, folks. Anthony Joshua will beat Tyson Fury. If Mayweather, now let me say this again, if Mayweather is behind Anthony Joshua and in his corner, if Anthony Joshua faces Tyson Fury either next or in the successive fight, and first of all, Tyson Fury has to get by Deontay Wilder, but I think he will. But if Anthony Joshua faces Tyson Fury and Mayweather is in his corner, mark this again. If Mayweather is in Anthony Joshua's corner, Anthony Joshua is going to beat Tyson Fury. Remember I said that. I know Clarissa Shields likes Anthony Joshua, and she had predicted Anthony Joshua would beat Andy Ruiz. Anthony Joshua worked his ass off, and I hear he's only getting better. And to see Mayweather showing up for his fight tells me everything I need to know. I already knew Mayweather and they were in the background working with Anthony Joshua. I remember Anthony Joshua went to the Mayweather boxing gym and Floyd was showing him the jab. I'll never forget that. So I know Mayweather, when he came across to England, he went and saw Anthony Joshua as well. So I feel Mayweather has been in the background helping out Anthony Joshua. I know that Lennox Lewis in the background was helping out Deontay Wilder. I'm going to tell y'all right now, Mayweather is in the background helping Anthony Joshua somehow, some way. I don't know exactly how, but he is. Okay? Again, good performance by Anthony Joshua. Did his thing. He's getting better and better at the game. You know, he's learning the sweet science. You know, a lot of people feel you have to be. It's not about, see, I try to explain this to people. It's not about how fast you are, how much you can KO people. It's not how quick you throw combinations. It's not about, you know, how tall you are, how long you are. It's none of that. Sweet science comes down to this. I'll break it down for y'all real simple. I'm going to talk some mathematics, because Floyd understands mathematics and geometry. It comes down to angles and timing. Fuck power. I don't give a fuck about power. I seen little people in martial arts take down big, strong guys. I seen little women, I'm talking about people under 4 feet tall, take down a 6'5" person. Strong. Okay? It's not about what you think it is. You could have all the power in the world and you're not strong. It's better to be strong than powerful. You hear that? I'm going to say it again, because a lot of y'all don't even understand what I just said. It's better to be strong than powerful. See, a guy who's powerful, shout out to Tommy Temper. A powerful guy, he can dish it out. A powerful guy can dish it out. He can't take shit. He can't take nothing. A strong guy, he can take it and he can give it. It's different. Maybe he don't dish it out. Maybe he's not a one-hitter quitter. But there's one thing we know. If he gets touched, he can handle it. He's not going to do the skanky leg. He ain't going to fall down. He ain't go to sleep. Because he could take it. That's a physically strong guy. And a physically strong guy can position his opponent where he wants them on the inside. Because physically he's strong. So he can body you and turn you where he wants you. He may not be the most powerful puncher, but he sure is hella strong. And that's important. See, a lot of people just don't understand. Boxing's about angles and it's about timing. I'm going to say it again. You don't have to be the fastest guy in the world. Okay? You don't have to be the fastest guy in the world. You don't have to be the most powerful guy in the world. They like to emphasize on speed, power. They like to emphasize on height and size. But you got to understand, you got to be well conditioned so you can be strong. You got to be smart. You got to have the heart to do it. Okay? Well conditioned, strong, smart. Have the heart to do it. That means you got to be learning. You got to be learning all the time. Shout out to Tommy Temper. He says, AJ Fury, who you? Right now, I'm going to say this. I was always about Tyson Fury. As it stands right now, I still back Fury. But I'm going to say this. I'll say it again. If Mayweather is in AJ's corner, scratch that. Because I'm hearing, everything I hear tells me something. I heard in the build up to the fight between AJ and Pulev that AJ's learning a lot. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? How do you mean he's learning a lot? And he's learning a lot. It's a different AJ from the AJ that faced Andy Ruiz back in Saudi Arabia. He's learned a lot. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I think I know what it means. So you got a guy who's a legend in the sport of boxing, and he's working with fighters in the background, right? Not just giving them tips, but he's literally working with fighters in the background. I think Mayweather's doing that because I see his blueprint on these fighters now. Right? We know he works with Javante, but he don't just work with one fighter. We saw him giving tips to Devin Haney. We saw Mayweather working with Devin Haney. And we know he has not stopped training fighters. He's still working in the background training fighters. So just because we're not seeing footage of him doesn't mean he's not doing it. You get what I'm saying? Some of these fighters, we don't even know their names. We never heard of them. He's been training them. And I have a feeling this is his give back, to boxing. And I have a feeling he's been doing something with AJ in the background. Because why would AJ leave the ring and go see him? That's the first person at the end of the fight? Nah, man, homie. Something going on there. Why Mayweather go and attend that fight too? Nah, something's up. I feel something's up. So, if Mayweather, I'm going to say this one time. If Mayweather's in the background helping AJ, that fight has totally changed. Fury versus AJ is going to be a totally different fight. And I wish Deontay Wilder would have taken Mayweather's advice and started training with Mayweather. I'm telling you, man. The dude's got knowledge. He got a lot of knowledge on the game. And shit, if I had the opportunity just to train a bit under that dude, I would do it. Shit. Serious talk, man. Serious talk. He got a lot. Listen, his knowledge is not like your typical knowledge, man. He got knowledge, boy, that like you're not gonna get nowhere else just like that. Because he got the complete game. He got the money game. He got the fighting game. It's different with him. Because he break it down. He give you business sense. Not just for boxing, but for all business. The dude, he give you the complete game. He got the complete game. Like you, like shit. Uh. So, anyways, man. Shout out by the way to Lennox Lewis too. He another bad boy. I'm sorry we lost Purnell. Purnell was an asset. He wasn't a trainer, but he used to tell fighters how to do certain things. Some of the fighters on the come up we hearing about today, Purnell was mentoring them and schooling them too. And he used to go to fights and speak ringside and let the fighter know what he need to do here, what he need to do there, and the fighter come back and talk with him. We're gonna miss Purnell big, man. He was big for the game. People don't know. A lot of times Purnell was working with fighters in the background, and he was working with a specific set of fighters as well. You know, it is what it is. They all doing well though. So you know what else we missed from the game, man? Aaron Pryor, man. Aaron Pryor did a lot for Cincinnati, Ohio, man, in the Ohio areas. Aaron Pryor used to work with fighters all the time. People don't know that one either. You know. And we saw Mike working with some fighters too. You know. It's about giving back. A lot of people don't know that a lot of fighters very encouraging. But anyway, back to AJ versus Tyson Fury. So you asked me, I got Tyson Fury as we speak because I don't have no verification on AJ. But AJ, shit, AJ only got what 20? What he got 20? What he got 20, 24 fights now? He only got 24 fights, man. This dude be like, god damn, 24 fights? Come on now, people. He only got 24 fights. That's crazy. This dude is learning in leaps and bounds, man. Man, a lot of people tripping, man. They tripping on AJ. I'm gonna say that. AJ ain't no joke, man. So anyway, and he's just proving time and time again that he's the real deal. But it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time before people understand and they get it. And they get it. You know, he has a chin. He don't have the best chin in the world. He can get that, but he got a chin. He got a beard. You know what I mean? Anywho, it is what it is. All right. So yeah, I got Tyson Fury for now, but if I even get a whiff that Mayweather's behind AJ, shit, forget it. Shit, forget it. I'm picking AJ to win. I don't care. I know Tyson Fury can move very well. He's tall, he's lanky, he can fight on the inside, can fight on the outside. You know, he do his thing, but I'm gonna pick AJ. If Mayweather is backing him, I'm picking AJ. I'm gonna switch sides. I like Tyson Fury and everything, you know, and Tyson Fury does a couple really good things in the game and everything, but you know, nah, AJ be evolving, man. He doing more and more stuff. He's growing much faster than Tyson Fury is growing. And he only got what? How many fights he got again? Somebody tell me how many fights AJ got. Come on, somebody tell me how many fights AJ got. Come on now. Come on now. How many fights does AJ have? UK Boxing Blogger News say, code KO'd White, Povetkin, Pulev, Martin, beat Parker, AJ to beat Fury, well underrated game, beat Ruiz. How many fights does AJ have? Look at the man. Listen, come on now. Look at the man's resume and look how many fights he has. Look at the man's resume and look how many fights he has. Come on now, somebody, come on now. 23 fights, that's all he got? He only got 23 fights. Listen, this man got less fights than Javante. No, wait, let me think. Nah, he may have a little bit more fights than Javante Tank Davis. He only got 23 fights, man. He got less fights than Errol Spence, right? He got less fights than Terrence Crawford. Come on now. He got less fights than Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade. Oh, okay, 25. Okay. All right, but in 25 fights, man, how many world champions this man has beaten? Think about that. Okay, Pulev was a secondary world champion. Okay, fine. He's got look at how many people he has beaten though. There are names in the sport of boxing. Look how many names he's beaten. And he only got what? He only got 25 fights. and he's still learning, and he's still growing. Come on, man. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. You gotta love the sport, man. You gotta love the sport, man. Come on, man. So this is what I gotta say. AJ is still evolving and growing as a fighter. Tyson Fury, he do what he do. He is improving a little bit. He getting a little stronger, but he's not improving at the rate. UK Blood says fill 9,000 fans 3 times. Yes, sir. He's a draw too. My thing is that and he didn't even fight in the UK this time. My thing is this, right? AJ is still growing as a fighter. He's still growing as a fighter. You know, so shit. We're gonna see how far this guy come. Right? Yeah, he beat Klitschko too. He beat White, Povetkin, Pulev, Martin, Parker, Ruiz. You forgot Ruiz. You gotta put Ruiz in there. Klitschko, right? That's quite a resume. That is quite a resume, right? So I mean, you gotta give him his props, man. And if he gets the Fury fight, good for him. And he also expressed interest in facing Deontay Wilder. He said, man, bring on Deontay Wilder. He expressed interest in facing Deontay Wilder as well. Right? Wilder and Fury try to drag his name and reputation through the mud. Yep. That is true. That is true. And Fury probably will face him. Yep, he has faced a lot of good names, man. He's faced a lot of good names, man. You know. Oh, he also beat he beat Dominic Brazil before Wilder faced Brazil. He beat Dominic Brazil before Wilder faced Brazil. He was the first guy to kill Dominic Brazil. Dominic Brazil was undefeated. Charles Martin was undefeated when he faced them. You know what I'm saying? Right? So we'll see how it goes with Anthony Joshua, but I think he's doing better and better. You know, I knew he was going to be. I predicted that he was going to stop. I predicted he was going to stop Pulev, right? I predicted he was going to stop him, but nonetheless, you know, good job on Anthony Joshua's part once again, and we look forward to seeing what he brings to the table in the future. You know, so we may be looking at a Hall of Famer in the making. It'd be nice for Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua to clash in the Clash of Champions. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it one more time. If Anthony Joshua has Mayweather in his corner, somehow, some way, Mayweather has something to do with Anthony Joshua in any kind of way, shape, or form, I'm changing my opinion and I'm going with Anthony Joshua for the win. I'm letting y'all know this right now. Okay? So if Mayweather has something to do with Anthony Joshua, I'm saying at one time, I'm saying, hey, forget about that. Tyson Fury ain't winning that fight. But as it stands, I'm going to say Tyson Fury for now. But if Mayweather's in Joshua's corner, it's over. I'm going to let y'all know that one time. Peace, everybody. I'm out.